Today on the Auburn Torch, Auburn women's basketball has a tough challenge ahead in the Iron Bowl rivalry game tonight in Neville Arena. Plus, we've got a couple other news items and a busy weekend ahead. Let's take a look. I don't know about you guys, but I was one of the lottery winners, the lucky ones with Verizon, whose phone went out yesterday. Looks like they're still getting people's service back. I've got 2 bars. I got 3 now. It's weird. Some people had Verizon and it wasn't going out, and other people did. Anyway, my wife's mom still has a landline, which is like, it's ridiculous to me, but she uses it. I mean, she does use it. But that goes down, and it's just like instant justification, right? Like, this is why I've had this landline. It's like, what, for an afternoon for like 2 phone calls? Paid that bill every month. It's all good. But yeah, I was going somewhere. I leave the house, didn't notice I had no bars. I had to pull into McDonald's parking lot, free Wi-Fi, to message my wife, tell her what's going on. So yeah. Anyway, we survived it. We did it. And now it is Thursday, January 15th. Auburn, I guess we'll start by taking a look at the all sports calendar, as we do. Auburn men's basketball last night. Yikes! They gotta take a step. Seems like they need to take a step forward before they're making winning road games like that. You know, they'll be fine at home, and maybe they got to steal some to kind of get into the tournament. Anyway, the place for men's basketball is the Auburn Observer. Fergie was there in Missouri. Here today, it's going to be an 8 p.m. Start for women's basketball tonight. I guess we'll go ahead and talk about it, man. The problem is, or to be the bearer of bad news, Alabama's good this year, and it's going to be very, very challenging for Auburn tonight. And the weirdest thing is maybe the most troubling thing is matchup wise. 17-1. Their only loss is South Carolina, so it's obviously a quad 1 loss. And I mean, the toughest thing is Alabama's defense is good. It's like, okay, so Auburn's so you would say, for Auburn to upset a better, a higher ranked team than them, it would be like, okay, well, they need to play clamps down defense, right? The problem is, and that good defense is the equalizer, right? Defense is the leveler. If you can just have a game where it's going to be 55-50, then you got a chance, right? If you just get, depending on how the ball bounces. Problem is, Alabama also has a really good defense. I'm pretty sure it's top 10 nationally in scoring. You're seeing teams. Number 6 Kentucky held to 51. Arkansas, this is a 77-48. Anyway, not to dwell. Sam Houston State only scored 36 points. There's ULM 38. Clemson 48. Not to dwell, but the problem is, Auburn is a defensive strength team. I don't think it's just a given that the offense is going to score X amount when they're playing a defense this good, right? So you're going to need something, maybe some lights out shooting. Something is going to have to crack to get you to 55 points or whatever. Can they even get to what it would take, right? Even if they have a great defensive performance. So all to say, it is not a great matchup. But again, this is, hey, I've talked about this before. When we're just setting the pins up and knocking them down. It's not, when we set these expectations people are like, oh, you hate Auburn or whatever. It's like, well, okay, but then when Auburn gets a big upset, you want me to just be like, well, we expected Auburn to win. You know what I mean? Like, hey, not expecting them to win. So if it is a win, it is one to really celebrate. So just wanted to flag you guys on that. I know you guys aren't watching. Too many people aren't keeping up with Tide women's hoops, but they are good this year. So if Auburn does win, that is a eyebrow raiser. So if you're late night tonight, if it's the third quarter, fourth quarter, and they're winning, you might want to tune in. Taking a look at the calendar. Also, all weekend there's tennis all weekend. The women are playing tomorrow. I'm sure they'll all be indoors, so weather doesn't matter. And then swimming. Swimming hosts Florida. I'm trying to slide to that one tomorrow at 11. We talked about it yesterday. It's early morning meet, but they scheduled it that way because the SEC prelims and NCAA prelims, the postseason works that way. You have prelims at 11, and then you have your final heats, or in the afternoon. So also track is at Sanford in another indoor. And so Saturday there's men's tennis has 3 matches this weekend. Liberty and Alabama A&M on Saturday. Alabama A&M again on Sunday. Women's tennis is doing a Friday-Sunday split. Western Carolina, UAB, Liberty, and Alabama A&M. So man. And then Sunday, Sunday, there's men's tennis Saturday. Hey, if you're going to the men's basketball game, why don't you slide through Yarborough and check out the men's tennis team on the way? It's at 2 p.m. And then Sunday all day, and then gymnastics on the road at Arkansas at 5 p.m. It is in their big arena, so that's pretty cool. And it is technically 2 top 10 teams because of the Road to National. Well, Road to Nationals just calculates it, but because of the calculations have come out from the averages of the first 2 weeks, and it's average right now, not NQS, and it's a top 10 matchup. Auburn number 6, Arkansas number 10 as far as scoring averages over the first 2 weeks of the season. So one other thing, I think it's a slower news day today. I did want to point to Angella Okutoyi was highlighted by ITF itself for being one of its biggest rankings mover over this last week. And honestly, I'm not sure, but I think she has more room to grow. We can take a look at her rankings here. This is obviously because of her 2 big wins back home in Kenya. She won the Nairobi W35, and then she won another Nairobi W5. They just run it back. They just do it twice, right? She won 2 tournaments, and I'm pretty sure this one, you can see she moved up 85 spots, right, for getting this win. For getting, and I think it's just the one win, because if I go to latest matches, this is the first week. This was the first Nairobi W35, and then there was another one that she also won, and so that'll be another 35 points. It's not exact. So the W35, we talked about it. The 35 in W35 is how many points you get toward your ranking. It's not you move up 35 places. It's this point total on the right? So she moved up from 550 or something to here because she added 35 points. It's also not exact because this is a rolling how you have done in the last year, the last 52 weeks. So presumably, I don't know what her net was, because it was like plus 35 for winning this first week of January, but then also she probably lost 12 points for how she did the first week of January last year, because she didn't win these tournaments last year. She did well. I think she was in semifinals and stuff, But didn't, or she maybe made finals. I don't know. I haven't looked at it this morning. Apologies. So yeah. Anyway, just moving on up, man. Trying to I don't know what would be next for Angela. I know she's on Twitter talking about she needs a sponsorship for international travel for sure, but hopefully she's drawn a lot of attention, kind of being the hometown hero in these two matches. So hopefully she can get that, or at least get the attention for it. And yeah, and then you move. I mean, I think first step for her would be winning W35s away from Kenya when you don't have your home field advantage, and then move up to a W50, and then yeah. Australian Open's about to get started for the ladies way up here at the top. I saw that they had that 1 point challenge, which I guess is brand new, and I didn't get to watch it. I just saw viral moments. Seems like people are loving it. If you haven't checked that out, I think it was an amateur won $1 million because they played an entire bracket where only 1 point counts. Which is crazy because it seems like serve is a huge deal, but they also the pros only didn't have a second serve. You had to get it in. So it's if you faulted, I don't know, it's just a lot of pressure. But anyway, yeah, they played a whole tournament where they won point, which was funny to me because Super Smash Brothers did that. There's Super Smash Brothers would have tournaments like that, as a side thing, and it's I don't know where y'all got this idea or where they got the idea, but yeah, it sounds like something out of a video game tournament that I've watched. They would do a one stock tournament. But hey, they put up $1 million. So anyway, I'd pull up the video, but he wasn't overcome with emotion or anything. That was just tennis. So if you're hankering for tennis here, there's plenty of tennis this weekend. I'm going to go ahead and dip out. Got stuff to do this morning. And hopefully this was a short episode. I keep saying I want a short episode, and then I never do it. All to say, check out auburntorch.com. Story of Liv Greaves. If you haven't checked it out yet, it is there. Not only is it, a bit of her, her life journey, her career journey, but also we break down a little bit of her routine and her bar routine in particular. I posted this video on Twitter. This is in the article with a lot of kind of explanation around it. Oh yeah, one last news item. Rachel Corbelli ended up at Stanford, so we talked about that yesterday. The Liv Greaves bar routine I kind of put right here. This is in football terms, right? If you're a football fan, she can make an audible if something's not right in the middle of the routine, right? On the fly, literally on the fly, because she's in midair, right? And so anyway, this shows a connected routine for her when she goes for it, and a disconnected one, and yeah, and in the article we talk about what sets up a good routine for her, because the one on the left is a 9975, the one on the right is a 990, which is still really good, right? But in postseason, if you string together a few 9975s in a row, you've won the national championship, right? As an individual, or you'd be hard pressed not to have, or you've at least podiumed. So this just goes into what happens when she connects, what happens when she disconnects, why it happens. And so just for you as a fan, I really think if you check it out, you'll be more equipped to, and I try to keep it layman's term as much as I can. I think you'll be more equipped next time you watch Auburn Gymnastics and you watch bars and you see here, okay, Liv Greaves, okay, this is what I need to watch for. This is what separates because people don't know. They're like, oh, that looks really good. Why isn't that a 10, right? this could kind of give you an idea of what separates, for Liv especially, a great routine from a truly excellent routine, because they're both good, like I said. Anyway, alrighty, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll probably take a look at that women's basketball score, and then one more look ahead to the busy weekend. So for now, keep it locked. AuburnTorch.com.